I've had the iPhone 16 Pro Max for a month now, so it's finally time to sit and chat about it. And welcome to it. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. This is a tech lifestyle channel here, so we are not going to go into like the crazy nitty-gritty specs and numbers and terms that I don't really understand today. We're just gonna be talking about some of the basic things, the pros and cons of the new phone. So if this is your vibe, make sure to subscribe and stick around or like this video because I have so much Apple content coming up in the next week or two that I am very excited about, and you should be too. So anyways, if you guys don't recall, about a month ago, September 20th, the iPhone 16 was released, and I drove my happy little self 4 hours on release day to my nearest Apple store to pick it up, and I've been loving it. I know there's been some controversy about this phone, but we'll get into that. But first, obviously, the phone that I have here is the iPhone 16 Pro Max in Desert Titanium, and then I also have the 1 terabyte storage, and I've been loving it. That storage size has been so perfect for me as a YouTuber. Here's the color, absolutely stunning. Obviously, I've had it pretty covered up with the case so far, but I love it. This part matters. It's pretty behind the cases. Okay, well, my camera died, and of course, every single one of my batteries is dead. So what better time to switch this video over to my iPhone? So here we are. This is filming the rest of this video on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So here's a look at the back camera, and now let me switch to the front camera. And that's what it looks like. Honestly, I love the quality, but we'll talk more about that in a second. Let's go sit back down and get back to the video. Okay, so I have a list of pros and cons, but first let's talk about the pros. First off, personally, I love the camera. I feel like the quality's better. I've been loving filming Instagram Reels and TikToks on it. I was upgrading from a 15 Pro, and that camera, you couldn't have I think it's called the telephoto zoom, so where you can get like up to 15x zoom. And that is one of my favorite things about this new phone. I cannot believe how close it can get. I went to a Sabrina Carpenter concert right afterwards, like the weekend after I got the new phone, and I tested it out there, and I was just blown away. It felt like I was literally on the stage with her. But in reality, I was like so far away. I was blown away. I posted some of the clips to Reels and TikTok, and people, all the Android people were like, if you had the whatever, I don't know, S24 or something, you'll be able to see her pores. I'm like, since when do I want to see somebody's pores? I'm confused. So obviously it wasn't like the closest, best quality you've ever seen when it was like completely zoomed in. I'm not expecting it to be perfect, especially from that far away. So I am very happy with it. I also took it to a Benson Boone concert, and that I was like way in the back of the lawn, and it got so close to him. I was very, very impressed. So I personally have been loving the camera. I know some people are, I feel like everyone's gonna have conflicting opinions, but I love it. Another pro is I just love having a big phone again. So this is the 16 Pro Max, and when they first announced that it was gonna be 6.9 inches, I was like, oh my gosh, that's almost 7 inches for a phone. Like, that's huge, because I was coming from, again, the 15 Pro, which is the smaller size. But I love having a larger screen to look at. I feel like it looks nicer with the thinner bezels. It really does look pretty big. And also, I have incredibly small hands, and I haven't had a problem at all with it. So I don't know if that helps. I just love it though. And then another pro, so far for me, the battery life has been great. So far, my phone hasn't died or even been close to dying since I've had it this past month. Every day, it lasts me all day long. It's currently 6:33 p.m. and my phone is at 31% still. So, and I know it's gonna last me all evening, which is just crazy. So I love having that extra little boost in battery life, especially compared to my other one. I feel like I'm sure over time it's gonna wear down, but for now I'm enjoying it. And then another pro that I think with having the 16s that's worth mentioning is the 16 lineup. All of them plus only the 15 Pro and the 15 Pro Max are the only phones that are going to be getting Apple Intelligence here. Hopefully soon. I don't know, I'll talk more about this later at the end of the video. So that is also a reason why I like having it, because I know I'm gonna be able to actually get AI when it comes out compared to older models. So that is a pro for me. Okay, and now on to some of the cons and features with the phone that I've just struggled with and had problems with. I'll give my overall opinion at the end, but here are just some of the cons. First off, I have been a victim to the glitchy screen that everybody's been talking about. Sometimes I will click on it somewhere around the edges of my screen and it just won't work, or I'll have to click it a bunch of times for it to work. So I don't know if this is a bug that they can fix and just roll out with like an update, or if it's something wrong with the phone itself. Don't know, but hopefully it gets fixed soon. I have had that issue pretty often actually. So it's frustrating, but it's not maddening enough to make me completely want to return the phone. I think that's a little drastic without giving it some time to maybe work itself out, but we'll see what happens, I guess. I personally think that the other features of the phone, like the good cameras, are worth keeping it over, but I have had that problem. I haven't had any problems with heating up or overheating like I did with the 15 when I first got that. Like it was constantly heating up and like saying you need to cool your phone down, but I haven't had that happen once with this phone, so that's something worth noting. Let's talk about the camera control button. So I haven't used this as much as I had hoped because I have had so many issues with it. It definitely intimidates me. So here's my beef with the camera control. I'll say I do love it for opening up the camera app super fast. Like especially if it's a super quick instance. I'll give you an example that I've had before. So we were at my nephew's flag football game the other weekend and we realized, oh my gosh, wait, he has the ball, he's about to score a touchdown. And I immediately was grabbing my phone out of my pocket, and as I'm grabbing it out of my pocket, I'm able to push the camera control button, have the camera button open and recording within seconds so that it could catch him getting his touchdown. So I feel like in the past we would have had to rip our phone out, then quickly push the button, slid over, and then started recording. So I feel like that so far has been really helpful for catching a lot of moments super fast. If it's like, you know, a really quick instance, I have that was really helpful. But what has not been helpful is me starting a video on my phone and turning around like to use my back camera and then my finger accidentally just lightly touching the camera control button somewhere and it completely glitching and pausing my video and just recording like a blank white screen. That's been annoying. Like it's mostly been in the case where if I start a regular video not from the camera control button and even like the side of my thumb, like pad of my thumb, not pad, I don't know, whatever this part is called of your hand. Like I'm holding my phone and that just like even touches it. It'll pause the video or stop the video if I'm just holding my phone up, which has been so frustrating because I'll insert my clip from when I went to the Sabrina Carpenter concert because I filmed my whole vlog on my phone and it was such high quality. Like I'm obsessed with the quality of how that vlog turned out, but I had some problems where I was filming, or so I thought, and then I went back and I went to edit the next morning and like a 5-minute long clip of us vlogging in the car was just completely gone because I must have hit the camera control button after I set up the phone to start filming. And so it paused after I'd already started the recording, so.
Little vlog action.
Okay guys, so this entire vlog has been filmed on my new iPhone 16 Pro Max because I didn't want to have to deal with bringing in a camera and then it potentially getting taken away. I didn't know the rules. And with the iPhone 16, so there's this new button. It's called the camera control and it's really nice to be able to open up your camera quickly. That was super helpful throughout the whole concert to be able to just hit that button and open up the cameras, especially since it was opening night. We didn't know what was going to come next, so I was able to catch a lot of the fun surprises. Anyways, my only problem with it that I've learned so far in this video is I will accidentally, so for this clip that just happened, I started the video beforehand like normal, like on the screen, and then I went to flip my camera and put the phone up, and somewhere along the way while I was adjusting it I must have hit the button, so then I didn't even record that entire clip. We vlogged for like 5 minutes about everything and it was so funny because Kylie was trying to glue her eyelashes on in the car while I was moving. It was so funny. So far this is my current beef with the button, but you'll see later I accidentally hit it again. I have the same exact text on screen because I had started it as a 0.5 video so you could get us sitting at our seats talking, but my finger must have accidentally slid across because it zooms it all in like completely and it looks so scary, so I apologize in advance. But yeah, that's my current issue so far. But other than that, I mean, the quality of this entire vlog is amazing, so hope you enjoy. There's been so many problems like that, so it's made me just kind of avoid using the camera control button overall, other than to open up the phone. So I'll push the button to open up the camera app, but then I'll start it regularly with my finger like on the screen and then like not touch it at all. I also struggle with, like, I know it's supposed to use the features of like being able to zoom like this with it, but I also just find that hard to like get it to stay or get to the exact zoom length that I want with that, especially if it's like a quick instance that I'm taking a video of. So yeah, I don't know. Haven't used it as much as for the reasons that it was marketed, but I do use it every time I'm opening up my camera app now. It's almost like instinct to just push the button instead of use my screen. So I do like it for that. Whew, okay. Gonna get off my soapbox about the camera control button. Okay, so those will wrap up my pros and my cons, but now let's talk about Apple Intelligence. That is something I'm really looking forward to getting to try. I can't wait for Genmoji and just like having AI built into my phone to be able to rewrite notes and emails and stuff. I think that'll be really cool and helpful to see how it goes for Apple. It's currently October 24th when this video is going live, so I know they had said, I thought, or maybe it was just a rumor, that it would be coming out sometime in October, and it's almost the end of October, so we'll see, I guess. I don't know, but it's going to be rolled out as another update, I think, so we'll see when it comes. I'm really excited. I'll probably make videos, maybe like AI or Apple Intelligence tips and tricks you need to know, and we can go through them all because I haven't tested it at all. Like at all. I haven't downloaded it onto any extra phones to test it out early, going into it completely blind so that we can experience it together. I'm really excited, but only time will tell when it'll come out, but I am really excited. Okay, back on the front camera for reference for you guys. But if you have any other questions, please leave those below and I'll try my best to answer. Like I've said multiple times, I'm not an insane tech person, but I will try my best to help you out. Just a reminder, make sure you subscribe because I do have some exciting Apple content coming up that I'm really excited to share with you guys, so get excited. Comment a phone emoji if you made it to this part of the video, of course, because we're chatting about phones today. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.